what advice do you have for others about taking part in clinical trials for melanoma?
I think really just think of all the questions that you have about a clinical trial and ask your provider. Don't be shy to reach out to the principal investigator or their team and ask any questions that you have. And of course, once you commit to a clinical trial, keeping a robust communication with your medical team is imperative. So any type of symptom that you have, whether it's just a tiny headache or a little bit of nausea, you really want to submit that to them and make them aware of it, because you never know when those small symptoms can turn into something larger, and you want to stay ahead of it. So I think which is for me was a little out of my comfort zone, but I think the end result is that the medical team gets the data and information they need to know how to treat you better. And then you ultimately get the better clinical trial experience and hopefully a complete response from treating your melanoma.
Yeah, that's great. And I think you not only got that complete response from your participation in a clinical trial, but got to see the drugs that you had access to early on actually turn out to be effective in larger trials and lead to FDA approval and approval around the world. So you truly were getting tomorrow's treatment today when you participated in that trial. And an advantage, I think, for people when they're considering trials. And I think also you had the choice of standard of care treatments at the time and chose to try to do something to try to move the field forward as your first treatment, which is, I think, a tougher decision, but one that I think with Dr. Lipson's advice, you were able to go along with and have benefited not just you, but melanoma patients everywhere as a result. So thank you very much. Do you have anything else you want to add at the end, Kristina?
Just if you're thinking about clinical trials, don't hesitate to reach out for more information. I have found that whether it's through wonderful organizations like the Melanoma Research Foundation, your provider, or other patients, people are willing to talk about their experience and help educate other patients who are considering clinical trials to help them have a more successful experience with treatment. So just don't be shy to reach out and ask any questions.
Great. So thank you very much for spending this time with us, Kristina.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Atkins.